I'm not going to yell it. There's a park right over there. It's not good to yell about pornography when there's a park right there. But anyway, how are you guys? It has been a super long time. My hands are free right now. I'm not holding the steering wheel. I'm not holding my camera or anything like that. It's great. But anyway, let's get right down to business here. I want to give you guys an update on a few things. I want to tell you what's been going on and what is going to be going on. This isn't going to be super jam-packed as far as valuable information. This is just me saying, hey, this is what's up. So if you don't care about that, then get out of here and watch other videos that I have. But anyway, for those of you interested in the news, this is not fake news, by the way. This is real news, and I'm gonna, start with the proof that it's not fake news because it makes me look bad. But since the last time y'all heard from me, a very significant number of relapses, and I'm gonna go into more details on that later because it's a big subject to go over. A lot of learning that's taken place, a lot of really interesting circumstances around that. Hasn't affected me as much as I would expect it to, and there are reasons for that as well, which I will go into again at a later time. Looking forward to talking about that. But I guess that could be fake news. I've mentioned before that that in the past I've been kind of tempted to say I've relapsed when I haven't, just because that's what gets more views. But anyway, that's not the case here. It actually is genuine, guys. I'm not just doing it for the views. But other than that, so that's news. Other news, I don't have a job anymore. I quit. I left. What had happened was, let's start a little further back. I've been working on getting into the swing of trying to work towards self-employment, basically. I have some background in graphic design and things like that, a bunch of computer-related stuff. Also have some other skills that I use and make money on the side with. But I've been working towards that for a while in my spare time, between my job and everything else I do, working towards, becoming more of a freelancer kind of guy. And what happened at my job as a mechanic working in the shop, for those of you who are unaware. What happened at my job was I got put on salary, which was, cool for a while because it meant that I could take, some days off to work on other stuff. Like, for example, our church had a vacation Bible school they wanted my help with. And so I said, okay, cool. I asked to get some time off for that. I still got paid for that time. That it's great as far as that side goes of it on salary. I was making some more money too than I was before, a significant amount more money than I was before. But the thing that started to happen was the hours started to go up and up and up, and some of you probably could have seen that coming. But it got to the point where I was working, used to be working about 40 hours a week, maybe a little less. Got to where I was consistently working 60 hours a week and still seemed to be increasing. So I'm just like, nah, can't do this anymore. I've got a chunk of money saved up so that I can, so that I'm good while I work on getting myself on my own 2 feet here, doing my own kind of businesses. And so I said, hey, 6 weeks and I'm out of here. I gave them 6-week notice because I like them. I like the people I work with, and I like, I just like everybody who I've worked with there. And I wanted to give them time to, find people and all that kind of stuff, because it's difficult to find people in that industry, good people in that industry. So, left my job this past Saturday. It's been almost a week now. That is freaking fantastic. I have been surprisingly productive. I know it can be really easy to start slacking off and not doing anything when you find yourself with so much free time. My brain's a little bit weird. If I'm not productive, if I'm not doing something meaningful, rather, I don't necessarily have to be productive, but if I'm not doing something, some kind of deep introspection or prayer or something like that, that's one thing that I can do to keep, my brain good. Being productive, I can be productive, or I can do something social, with good people who I like. So it's got to be something meaningful, basically, something that's either, working on myself, being productive in some way, or being social in some good way. But if I'm not doing one of those 3 things for more than like an hour, I just feel terrible. It's like I want to die. I'm done. But no, really, it's like the worst thing that can happen to my emotional state is to just be doing nothing meaningful for an extended period of time. So that's kind of a good deterrent to stop me from just taking it easy and relaxing and saying, I'm just going to chill out for a week and not really do anything, and then I'll start, grinding out and getting work done. First day, I got so much stuff done, and it was fantastic. I mean, life is beautiful, dude, for real. But anyway, that has been what I have been up to lately. As far as the future goes, of course, the reason I quit my job was to have more time for this other stuff that I wanted to do. Not only career-wise, but as far as, the stuff like this, like the YouTube channel, like writing at some point, like finally getting a website up at some point, church stuff, family stuff, all kinds of stuff that is really important to me. And so, of course, now that the whole 60 plus hours a week thing is out of the way, I'll be able to put a lot more time into this and related pursuits. I've got another YouTube channel, actually. Bonus points if you can find it. It is completely unrelated to this one, but I'm wanting to build that too. Wanting to do a bunch of stuff. I can't even tell you all what it is, just because there's so much stuff floating around my head that I want to take action on and haven't had the time to do it. Back to working out more. That was something that I had to kind of let it take a back seat for a while I was getting ready to quit. Yeah, I don't know. Probably can't tell yet. But so working on that. We're going to be working with other people more too. That's another exciting thing, is I've wanted to work more closely with other people for a long time now. Been wanting to do more stuff with Koth Eli. Been wanting to do more stuff with even other YouTubers. So if you are a YouTuber and you want to collaborate on some stuff, whether it's just, podcast style interview kind of, or conversation type of videos, just talking about stuff together, or I don't know, we'll figure stuff out. Some other people who I would love to work with. But anyway, just a lot of stuff in my brain that I want to get done. A lot of exciting ideas that I have. This channel is going to become more consistent. Hopefully it's going to become better. I'll have more time to put effort into the content instead of just recording a video on the way to work and throwing it up on YouTube when I get home, making a little fancy thumbnail so it's more clickable, and then that's it. We'll see about putting more production quality into it. Get back to my video editing skills and whatnot that I have left dormant for so long. And we'll see. I don't want to do that thing where, you cut out all the dead spaces. But I see that, and I'm not bashing people for doing this. I get it. It's an effective style. But I personally don't like to do the thing where you notice this on probably 90% of vlogs, where you have a cut in between every few sentences so that there's no dead space, no thinking space. It's just like bam, 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 bam. A part of this is I like to challenge myself to be able to speak more eloquently and articulately and effectively in a more live setting. In other words, I don't have the privilege of editing or anything like that. I don't have that to fall back on. It just has to be raw, pure. This is what's coming out and this is what you're getting. But so that's my thoughts on that. So yeah, gonna be a lot more active, like I said. Good stuff in the works, and that is pretty much all that I can say about that. In the words of St. Forrest, what did he say? Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. But let's see. I think that covers everything. So the pornography and whatnot, running into issues there, and I do want to talk about that because it is very interesting, and I really have learned a good amount from this. It's completely different than it has ever been before. Like, this is totally different circumstances and stuff like that I've had to kind of adapt to and relearn some things, and learn some things that are totally different that I didn't in the previous experience with that. So hopefully these are some lessons that can be valuable to people out there, because it's kind of the point of this whole channel, is to learn firsthand and then provide information that can help other people break free. Hopefully this is going to be conducive to that. So covered the pornography, covered the quitting the job and how exciting that is, and covered what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, that is it. That's all I can really say. 10 minutes. That's a little bit long, but we'll work on it. So that is it for now. Y'all have a lovely day. God bless you guys. Take it easy, but not too easy. Stop watching pornography. And I will talk to you later.